All right, ladies and fellas, men, we got some pretty big news just out of nowhere. Basically, Kuro Games was like, "Yo, we're gonna tell you a little bit We're gonna tell you a little bit about Lahai Roi," and well, here we are. And at the end, we actually do have something a little more interesting than just okay, more interesting to me. I know a lot of people are gonna love all this lore stuff. I'll just watch lore videos when they come out. But we'll go through it anyway. Postament Anthropocene Comprehensive Mirror for Historians, Lahai Roi, a warm and humid haven beneath the Roya Frostlands, also known as Solaris' Extreme. Ancient shifts in the planetary axis turned Lahai Roi into what it is into what is now Solaris' pole, causing the Roya to move their settlements underground. This is where Space Trek Collective established Star Torch Academy, the cross-border academic metropolis that has become the cradle of knowledge. That's kind of cool. That's cool. We got a little bit of lore. We got a little background of like the whole situation there. We got a little bit of like geographical information. Space Trek Collective, a non-profit international research alliance jointly created and overseen by various countries, regions, and factions in Solaris. Its core mission is to advance methods of space travel by studying the exostrider for the benefit of all civilizations in Solaris. What the fuck is an exostrider? Its core mission is to advance methods of space travel by studying the exostrider. I guess it's basically saying it's some foreign technology that allows them to go into space, or maybe will advance their progression into space. Who knows? There's no picture here, so I couldn't tell you. Star Torch Academy. Short for Space Trek Collective Star Torch Academy. Wait, what? Star Torch Academy is short for Space Trek Collective? Okay, sure. Star Torch Academy forms part of the Cross-Border Research Alliance and is a knowledge seeker's paradise. The name comes from the phrase, "Let knowledge be your guiding star. Raise high the torch of tomorrow." In this academic metropolis, cultures meld together and knowledge is freely shared. Okay. Research Institute, short for Space Trek Collective Research Institute. The Research Institute, like Star Torch's Academy, is part of the collective. They focus on cutting-edge research and applied advanced technologies. The ring-shaped institute connects to the Starward Riseway transport hub and overlooks all of Lahai Roi from the top of the Exostrider's Great Sword, which itself is a subject of their research. Is the Exostrider a mech? Because, okay, at first I was like, okay, the Exostrider is a ship. It has a sword. The Exostrider has a weapon. So unless there's a fucking Buster Sword attached to the hood of the truck, or the spaceship, it seems like the Exostrider is more of a mech. Which I guess makes sense. Exostrider, exosuit, something along those lines. Before we continue to forward, I do want to note this part right here. Is a knowledge seeker's paradise, yada yada. This is where cultures meld together and knowledge is freely shared. So clearly, this is obviously it's like a College of Winterhold type deal. If you guys have played Skyrim, just like if you want to learn, if you want to research, you want to like expand your knowledge and make discoveries, you go here. So immediately I'm thinking, did Rover go to Star Torch Academy to maybe figure out how, well, obviously he probably went there to research the lament and shit, but he also maybe went there to figure out a way to do the memory wiping and restarting shenanigans. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. The Roya tribe, the indigenous people of Lahai Roi, whose landmark structure known as Solicelum, I don't fucking know, is found in the Bjarder woods. The Roya consider it their calling to guide the growth and The Roya consider it their calling to guide the growth and migration of Exoswarm by using a calendar they created from observing the Exostrider's reactor drive's behavior. Interesting. I wonder if this is like a reference to like maybe Mayans, like in real life, like the Mayan calendar. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe there's like maybe the Exostrider, I don't know. Maybe there's a whole storyline of how like the world is not sustainable, and that's why space travel is being so heavily focused on. They're trying to get the fuck up out of here, find somewhere else to go. And if that's the case, and it does connect to like Mayans, and it's supposed to be like the Mayan calendar, which, you know, if you guys unking, I'm gonna unk a little bit out here. In 2012, everyone's like the Mayans calendar, it ends at 2012, end of the world, yada yada. Who knows? We'll see. This is a little interesting, and I'm currently having mixed feelings about it. Pulse Lament, Anthropocene Comprehensive Mirror for Historians. New combat mechanics, tunability. A new combat mechanism will be introduced in version 3.0, tunability. Okay. Off-tune level, and mistune. Your attacks build up enemies off-tune level. Once enemies off-tune level is at max, they enter mistune state. Attacking mistune state enemies will cause tune break, which deals additional damage and resets their off-tune level. If it sounds familiar, there's a reason why it sounds familiar. We'll talk about it. For powerful enemies, cast tune break skills after they enter mistune state. And when their off-tune level is max to shatter their defense... Wait, what? Oh, I read that completely wrong. Cast tune break skills after they enter mistune state, and when their off-tune level is max to shatter their defenses and cause tune break. Tune break skill deals damage to enemies, reduces their vibration strength, interrupts their attack patterns, and resets their off-tune level. So my automatic, I guess, assumption, what my brain just goes to automatically is Super Break. This literally just reminds me of Super Break. What is a little interesting is how there's actually like a specific button prompt to like access the tune break state, right? Or the mistune state, as they like to call. So I wonder why. Like, why did they add this specifically? Like, what is the point of this specific mechanic to the game? Because it, like, obviously, like, listen, look, it feels like what it does, it just does what's staggering them or countering them or like breaking their, breaking the gauge, the armor gauge. I don't know what you would like, the vibration gauge. Yeah, that's what they call it. That's what it feels like. That's what it does. I'm trying to get like a good look at the actual mechanic. It seems we got new health bars, so that's kind of cool. In 3.0 we might see some new health bars. There's like a little circle right next to it, and that's when you, as you attack, you fill it up. And then I'm assuming this, no, actually, wait, oh yeah, wait, huh? For powerful enemy. Oh, no, this is for specific enemies. Okay. So this is for just like the basic general enemy. This is for like the bigger boys, like the bear, maybe not the bear, like the Kuro'S, or like, you know, the what is it called? The Karasaur? Is that also what it's called? The enemy that like changes elements and shit. So very interesting. Now, if we remember, 2.0 also did the same thing. 2.0 brought in negative statuses, negative debuffs. I'm not a big fan of the negative debuffs. I never was, but it is what it is. We're working with it now. We just kind of go from there. If this is going to play out like Super Break, I can automatically, not automatically, but you can kind of tell there's going to be a character that they're gonna release that basically will be like, when the enemy is in like in a tune break state or mistuned, you will do more damage, or like you'll have access to new moves. Every time you tune break an enemy, it fucking fills up your forte gauge. This is something they could easily design characters around to, you know, spice it up a little bit. How good it is, we don't know. I'm gonna be real, I don't know. I don't know how interesting this is gonna be, because this kind of does lead into like if this does end up becoming like a mainstay mechanic for a lot of like 3.0 characters, I could already see like issues way down the line where it's like not even way down the line, just like maybe in the very same patch, right? 3.0, it's like, oh, mistuned enemies. If when the enemy is not mistuned, fucking you do negative 300% damage. That kind of shit, right? That's just something we're gonna have to, it's an inevitability. We're gonna see something like that. Hopefully they can balance around it and make it so that, you know, it's not as egregious like the whole shield incident. The fucking TOA, I think Augusta's debut TOA, where it's like, oh, if you don't have a shield you do negative damage. They compensated for it with like other effects, but you know, it is what it is. Now, I don't want to focus too much on the doom and gloom, right? At the end of the day, this is another combat mechanic. We're going to get a whole new slew of like characters, and it shows that the game is going in a more unpredictable, I guess, track, if that makes sense. We're not just going to be like, oh, here's all the negative debuff characters, 2.0, yada yada, here you go. 3.0 doesn't fucking matter. We're going to go on to the next. We still have a lot of negative debuff characters to go through. And it's going to be pretty cool seeing like which characters is going to be optimal in what situation, or like not optimal what situation. It's going to be pretty cool to see which character does what when they come out, because I mean, we already saw with the fucking Morny. I still don't know how to say her name. Fucking, she's Fusion Broadblade, and I'm just like, alright, man, another Broadblade character. Thank you. That's what I really wanted to see. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, the next thing we should talk about. When do we think the first character of Toon Breaking is going to be available? There are two outcomes, right? One, they slap it right in the beginning. Maybe not Lahai. I don't think It's hard to tell. They probably, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe Lahai is a Toon Breaking character, but I honestly feel like there's a higher chance that Morny would be the Toon Break character out of the two. Out of those two characters, I feel like Morny is probably going to be the one that actually is going to be like focused on Toon Breaking. However, that being said, when we think about negative debuff characters, we didn't get negative debuffing characters aside from Spectre Rover. The first one we got was Phoebe, who was in 3.1? No, 3.1. 2.1. So we might just not see a Toon Breaking character or a mistuning, whatever, tunability character, whatever you want to call it. There's a high possibility that 3.0 is just going to be like getting us used to it, which I think I prefer. I think I like that method. Get us used to the mechanic, let us understand it a little more, and then start throwing the other characters where we could like work around it. That's cool. But I'm gonna lock in my guess as Morny. I feel like they want to start off strong, and they want to also give different options. I feel like Lahai is going to be more of a traditional damage dealer, and then Morny is going to be like, hey, you guys want to fuck around with the new mechanic? Here you go. This is the character for that. So, that's that. I guess that's all I really want to talk about. I think there's, we're missing like a decent chunk in the English website for whatever reason. I wonder if I could access it. Let's see. Let's try Korean. Maybe. Oh. All right, boys. Google Translate. Thank you, please. Hurry, help me out here. What the fuck is news? Shut the fuck up. Notice. Events. It might be under more. It might be under more. Because the website's fucking wonky, man. I don't see shit. maybe it's here. Nope, that's not it. Alright, they said the Spanish one. Oh, what? It's ES, right? The Spanish website probably has it. What the fuck? They got Yanu still out here? That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright, let's look at the Spanish one. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Lit. Oh, shit. It's still in Spanish. I don't know what the fuck this means. Okay, I see. Oh, this is the portal in, Homina? Hamina? Fucking Chisa City. I don't... Honami. There it is, right there. Whoa. Interesting. So this is our first official look at Lahai Roi right here. Okay. I see like it looks like a central plaza type of area. Interesting. We got some big ass buildings. It's pretty dark. I wonder if this is underground, because it did mention that they made underground settlements essentially. So I wonder if this is where it's gonna be. Now, what the fuck are we looking at here? I see creatures. There's a green Winnie the Pooh motherfucker. I don't know what that is. Oh, these are the new enemies. Oh, that's sick. Oh, I'm looking at this deer thing, and I'm immediately thinking of like Horizon Zero Dawn. Please don't collab with Horizon Zero Dawn. We've seen how that goes. We don't want it again. And then this, yo, this looks like a whole fucking, this is like just a straight up mech. This reminds me of it's not Kisniver. Is it Darling in the Franxx? I think it's Darling in the Franxx. This fucking robot thing. It also low-key, I mean, I don't know if we got any Yu-Gi-Oh heads, but it also kind of reminds me of Centurion Legatia or Legatia, however you want to say it. You guys see that? Whatever. Anyway. Oh, and then there's this back to tunability. Okay, we didn't miss too much then. Okay, this is pretty cool. I don't know what the fuck it says. Any Spanish viewers, feel free to translate. But, you know, pretty cool stuff. Am I excited for tunability? I don't know, because here's the thing. It sounds a lot like Super Break, and honestly, HSR Super Break kind of did fuck all. like it was good for maybe like a patch or two, and then it just never felt good again. So I don't know. Maybe they can figure out a way to make this mechanic not feel like dog shit. I don't know. But let me know what you guys thought. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for this new mechanic? If not, tell me why. If you are, proceed to tell me why. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also follow me on Twitch because I be streaming. Yada yada yada. The insert. Yeah. 3.0 is looking kind of crazy already, guys. I'm just saying. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.